I said, "Low the business." What's up, guys? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm bringing you a gameplay commentary on the game of Modern Warfare 2. You know, a lot of people are trying to get into the YouTube game as a whole, and they're finding it very tough to actually acquire a fan base or have anybody watch their videos at all. I had a few people reach out to me recently that were really had their heart in the right place, but are getting really frustrated because the way everything is going. And these people stood out between the hundreds of other people that have done this, mainly because they put out so many videos and been doing it for so long with very little to no detail. And you find it hard to tell someone like this that, you know, maybe you should change your whole schematic up, because while you're telling me that, you know, you can't grow because the big guys are holding you down, there's been 60 guys that passed you since then, since I've last seen your channel. But it's not all their fault, so I figured I'd go ahead and give out, you know, my generic tips for help for growing a YouTube channel. Keep in mind, regardless, that I'm not the biggest YouTube channel on YouTube, and nor do I have the best numbers and growth rates on YouTube. But for the most part, I've overcome adversity many of times. I've overcome controversy many of times. And the big thing is, I'm still here while a lot of people aren't. One of the first things you have to do is you have to commit yourself to the game, which is obvious. You have to play games you don't want to play and don't like, and you got to act like you want to play them. And that's not so much mean that, you know, you don't like Black Ops because Second Chance or whatnot. I enjoy playing Black Ops. I enjoy playing Call of Duty as a whole, but the amount that you have to play the games, you're going to get a disdain for them. You're going to not like them very much at the end of the day, mainly because you got to look at this as like a hobby that has backbreaking work in it. For all the times you go off-roading, what about all the time you spent building the off-road vehicle? Look at it in that sense. And sometimes you gotta change your gameplay up. You gotta build character. You gotta have a gimmick, and the gimmick needs to be something that people can admire or even relate to. Second thing, you've got to understand your audience. For the most part, the audience of the standard gameplay commentator is anywhere between the ages of 8 and 25, and these ages are not going to really care too much about, you know, politics or, you know, the Bush administration. What they're going to care about more is being positive. People do not want to hear negativity. They come onto YouTube to basically have their fill of negativity, so they come on YouTube to get away from it all, you know, be it homework, be it schoolwork, be it, you know, parents yelling at them, whatever. They want to come up here and be enlightened and be empowered. 3, you want to leave the person watching with the feeling that they want to go play the game. You want to do something that they can relate to, that will pretty much put them in the same horizon as you. They're like, man, it's been a while since I macked 40 motherfuckers on Wasteland. I'm about to go play this shit right now. That's the feeling you want to leave with them. The reason is because they get that feeling and they automatically sense it to you, and it's like, man, last time I watched a Wings video, man, I wanted to play Modern Warfare 2. But, you know, I don't know how good that actually will be, since, you know, playing Modern Warfare 2 is usually an effort in futility. Oh, yeah, I messed up. But those are some quick tips. So here's some even more advanced tips that you get to. Always watch what you're doing, and always keep note on videos that you do better in. The type of videos that you're doing is a great deal of how much your channel is going to grow. Generally, short clip videos get more views because people can watch them more than one time in one sitting, but longer videos generally create more long base subscribers. You want to try to do a mixture of them to keep your view count up. Always cross promote yourself within your channel or within somebody else's channel network that is generally the same size as you. You don't want to go too heavy too fast. If you start your channel out and you get put right on like C Nanner's channel, you're going to lose a lot of your work ethic. And the reason for that is because you won't. That's pretty much something for nothing, and your chicks for free. Try to stick to the smaller channels and work your way up there. And remember that every 8th subscriber is 1 view. I mean, these are cold hard facts. It usually every 8 subscribers a channel gains will equal 1 extra video view. So if you gain 100 subscribers off a dual com with your buddy who happens to have the same amount of subscribers as you, you've essentially gave 12.5 views. So that's what that's what I'd expect to relate 100 new subscribers to. And I know I'm making subscribers sound like the numbers or whatever, but you know, when you look at this thing in a way to succeed, you pretty much got to run the numbers of everything you do. And one last quick tip I can give you is be consistent. Consistent. You should upload at least 1 video every day you open your eyes. And the reason for that is it's better to be hated than forgotten. If people want to hate on you because you're spamming their sub box, that sucks. But for the same respect, if they forget about you, such as G Unit, how many people still watch G Unit? You know, it's a hard time to recover from that because you have a lot of dead subs. And another part of being consistent is you probably want to start being consistent what times you upload. This is something I've struggled with in at least the last 6 months. But you want to upload around the same time, and if you can, you want to have multiple series so that people expect when they're going to upload, expect what's going to happen that day and when it's going to upload. For example, one of the big things with Painkiller already, and the reason I think we succeeded where a lot of other podcasts failed, was that we were consistent with what time we did it. We always did it at 9:30 Eastern Standard on Thursday. We did it for a year that way. People knew what time it was. They knew when to show up. They knew when to go on iTunes. And every time we've ever deviated from it, we got complaints. But the fact is, how many people would watch Friends back in the day if they didn't know what time it came on? You know, they would watch it and enjoy it, but they didn't know when they could see it again. That's another good way to keep subscribers. Hopefully you guys can use these tips. Hopefully you don't find it too offensive. But it's been your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm out at 5,000. Peace.